Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be, I'm not going to say it's going to be a little different because I've said that in the last few videos, but it is going to be a little different. Today we're talking about one of my favorite things in the world. If you can't tell by the title or the fact that I'm wearing mini ears, we're talking about Disneyland. My second home, my favorite place in the world. So today we are going to look at what's in my Disney bag, and I'm super excited. This is just what I pack on a normal day to go to Disneyland. Usually a normal day for me going to Disneyland is one day of like either 3 or 4. As some of you know, I live in Seattle, so definitely not a local, but I do make it down there at least once a year, or at least I try to. So yeah, over the years, this is what I have found is important for me to have. So let's get right into it. Let's start with the actual bag. This is a bag from Lululemon. I believe I paid about $130 for it. I will link it down below. It's fairly new, so I'm sure they still have it. But yeah, I really love it. It's got this really awesome zipper on the side here, and what's great about it is it makes going through security really easy, and also it lets you like get into the lower parts of your bag without taking everything out through the top. I don't know, for me anyway, that was really convenient. I usually go with my mom or like a friend when I'm going to Disneyland, so we always try to do like one person has a backpack and then we just like switch off on random days of who's carrying the backpack, so there's more than just my stuff in here usually. So I just thought that that was a really cool feature. It's got lots of different pockets and nooks and crannies, which makes it great for Disney. First of all, let's talk about the pins that I've got on here. So I've got little Pascal, because I love Tangled and Pascal. I've got a Laughing Mickey. This was a mystery pin, I believe. I forget which set it was from, but yeah, I thought that was really cute. And then of course I've got Kronk. If you guys don't know what The Emperor's New Groove is, well then my friend, you are missing out. It is one of the most underrated Disney movies ever to exist. So you should just exit out of this entire video, go watch The Emperor's New Groove, and then come back because, ooh, that is a great movie. David Spade as a llama? Yes, absolutely, yes. But Kronk is the best character out of that entire movie. I also have plans to get a Sphinx cat and name it Yzma because I just think it's the cutest thing ever because she kind of reminds me of a hairless cat. I don't know. Anyway, so these are the pins that I like to keep on there. Occasionally I'll probably change them out, but for now I really like these ones. So a really cool trick that I actually found out this past time I was there is Disney has locking pin backs. So instead of like the little rubber Mickey ones that occasionally can fall off and then, you know, you could maybe lose your pin, like that's awful. Don't ever think about that. Get the locking ones if you like to keep them on like, you know, like on your coat or on your fanny pack or on your backpack like I do. They just lock onto the back of it, and then there's like a little wrench that you use to undo it. So that's really cool. I think it was like $10 for a thing of 10 of them. I'm not 100% sure. You can buy them anywhere in the parks where they sell pins. I'm sure you can buy them on Amazon too. It'll probably be cheaper on Amazon, but I was at the parks and I was like, sure, why not? That sounds like a great idea because Kronk kept losing his back, so thanks Disney for having my back. Anyway, let's get to what's actually inside the bag. So it just has this little drawstring that undoes. First things first, a water bottle. This one's from Pink. This one's about a year old, so they probably don't sell anymore. But it's just your basic water bottle. You can refill it at any of the quick service restaurants that have like a little drink fountain. Usually there's like a little water section there, or you can buy bottled water and fill it up with that too. Having a water bottle is very good. It's really important to stay hydrated in the parks, especially when it is like summer or like, you know, when it's really hot out and you're walking all the time, having a good time, you don't really realize that you're getting dehydrated. So always have some water on you. It's good to have a water bottle. Occasionally I'll just bring a regular Dasani water bottle so that I can throw it away when I'm done with it, but I try to use reusable bottles as often as I can. So next, a camera. Yes, this is a little Instax Fun story about this one, last time I was in the parks, I met Minnie Mouse on Buena Vista Street. She was in the cutest little flapper dress, and she actually knocked this out of my hand accidentally, and parts of it came off and like broke, but the camera still works. Like everything like went back onto it, and I was just so impressed with how it just like went back together. I fully expected the camera to be broken, but yeah, that happened. So it's okay, Minnie, if you're watching this, I understand, it's all right. Happens to the best of us. No hard feelings whatsoever. But that's another thing that I always bring. I think it's fun to do little Polaroids with the characters or even with the people that you're with. I have a little wall over by my desk where I keep a lot of my Disney Polaroids. So I just think they're fun little mementos, and then you can kind of save them forever and give them to your friends, put them like as a part of gifts and stuff like that. I don't know. Another thing that I always bring, I leave it connected in here. This is a little hand sanitizer from Bath & Body Works. I usually get the eucalyptus and tea scent, but this little guy's got little googly eyes on him. I thought he was really cute. He kind of reminded me of Monsters Inc. So I was like, you know what? Sure, it works. Hand sanitizer is always good to have on you in the parks for a multitude of reasons. I feel like I don't really need to explain why it's a good idea to have it, but yeah. So there's that hand sanitizer. What I put at the bottom of my bag, because I usually don't need it until the end of the day, is a sweatshirt. So this is one of my favorite Disney sweatshirts that I own. I've had this for probably a year and a half now. I wear it all the time. I've worn it to the parks multiple times. I always put that at the bottom of my bag because if you're like me, you like to spend every second from the morning, right when the park opens, all the way until the end of the day in the parks. You don't go to your hotel room unless, you know, something happens and you spill your entire mocha on your entire body and you have to change. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But if you're like me, you like to spend every second you can in the park. You don't want to be fussed with going back to your hotel room, getting a sweatshirt because it gets a little chilly out. So I know it always gets cold at night. Even if it's, you know, 80 degrees during the day, it's gonna drop to be like 50, 60 at night. And when you're used to that 80-degree weather, it gets really chilly, especially when you're trying to enjoy the fireworks. You're kind of just standing still. So it's always good to have a sweatshirt. That, and you know, if something happens to your shirt or something and you need to change, you've got a backup. Or you can just go into one of the stores and buy a different shirt or something. But I don't know, it's kind of nice to have that there available to me should I need it for whatever reason. Always good to have a sweatshirt on you. Next, I think we're gonna move on. I think that's it in here, actually. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to these front pockets. So this is the left one. I've got my little wallet. This is a different wallet than I use on the regular, like in my purse. But I've got my ID in there. I'm covering it because I'm not trying to let you guys steal my identity. And then I've got a credit card in there. I always travel with just a credit card because then at that point it's not my money. So if something happens, it's easier to take care of than if it were to be my debit card that gets compromised or stolen. So that's something to think about. Always travel with a credit card. And then what I love about this is it's got this little pocket here, so you can put money in it and change, so you can have actual cash on you, which is great too. So yeah, this is just a really easy wallet. I think I found this at Nordstrom Rack for like 15 bucks or something. It's from Fossil. I know Target has a bunch of them for like $6 or $7 right now, so if you're looking for a good one of those, Target's a good place too. Another thing that I always bring is a power bank. I found this at Nordstrom Rack. I think it was about $15. It's from the brand Sonix. It's just a little power bank for my phone. So when my phone starts to die, I've got something to back me up. You can tell how charged it is. Well, right now it's dead, but normally there's these little like blue lights that would light up if I hit this button here. It will charge my phone to about, if let's say it's at 20%, it'll charge it to about 65, 70%. So that's really great. I usually put it on like airplane mode during that time so it charges a little faster and it's not like wasting battery like using cellular and everything. So that is one thing that I always make sure I have on me is a power bank. And this is the mom coming out of me. Bandaids and Neosporin. Always bring Bandaids and Neosporin. And inside this little Band-Aid thing, I actually always roll up some alcohol swabs too, so I can make sure that I clean whatever ouchie I get. So yeah, this is just the mom that comes out of me. My mom and I are weird like that, and I picked that up from her. And I think it's okay because every time I've gone to the parks and something like that happens where we need this, I'm like, Boo, I got you. I got you. So yeah, Always bring some sort of antiseptic and a Band-Aid and something to clean it. Otherwise you can go to, I think there's like a first aid place. I've never had to go, so I don't know. If you guys know more than me, please just leave it down below. Let other people know. That's kind of what this video is for, to help you kind of pack what you need when you go to Disneyland. So if you know more than I do, leave it down below. Where is the first aid in Disneyland Park? Next, we're moving on to this other side here. I always keep a snack in there. So like a granola bar like this one. This is just the Nature Valley Sweet and Salty Toasted Coconut. This is a really good one. I also really like the dark chocolate peanut butter one. You could always do like a little bag of like trail mix or like dried fruits. I always try to do something that is going to be it's going to be filling but also satisfying and yummy. So yeah. You could also visit some of the fruit stands. I've got one in Adventureland, and then there's Oswald's right in the front of DCA. You could always stop there and get like a thing of fruit or something like that. That's a really good healthy snack. Definitely will set you back a couple dollars for fruit, but totally up to you. I've done it before. I have nothing against paying money for chopped up fruit when it's convenient because it's nice and cold, and I don't know, it's a good snack. And then here's a little handful of stuff. So I always bring 2 different types of lotion. So this is actually from the Grand Californian Hotel. This is the Sea Salt Hydrating Body Lotion from H2o. It smells amazing. I always like leave notes for the housekeeping, like, can you just put like 5 of these in my room, and then like leave a little tip, and they usually just like leave a bunch of them. So that's a little pro tip there if you really like the smell of the lotion. And then this one is the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream from San Gennaro. I love this. It smells like caramel and pistachios. It's literally amazing, and it feels like a Disneyland scent to me, so I usually throw this in there as well. This one is kind of pricey. It's from Sephora. This size was I think it was a 100-point perk, so I don't believe you can buy this, but you can buy like a little small version of it, I think for like $25, and then fill up one of those like travel things full of it that are like this size. I don't know, you can buy a bunch of them at Target. So there's that. Another thing that I always bring is a lipstick because of course, gotta keep looking good all day. So this is one of my favorites. This is the Velvet Matte Cream lip stain. It's not even a lip stain. This is a Velvet Matte Cream lip stain from Victoria's Secret. What I love about this one is, one, this is the color Adored. It's basically the same color as my lips. I'm not wearing it right now, but what's nice about this is it's like my lip color but better, so I can actually fill in my lips really well, and it makes my lips look amazing, and it doesn't set up, so it doesn't get dry and matte on your lips. And also when it starts to like kind of fade away, like after you've been talking and eating all day, it doesn't look like it's actually fading away. I think that has to do with the fact that it's really close to my natural lip color, but this is a really great one. It's super easy to wear. I think it's really low maintenance. And of course I always bring a mirror. This is actually a Beauty and the Beast mirror. I got this at the Disney store. I think it is so cute. It's got like a magnified side on this one and then a normal side on this one. It's always good to have a mirror on you, especially if you've got lip stuff on you. There it is. There is my Disney bag. It's all empty. There it is, guys. One thing that I did not mention that I usually always bring is sunscreen as well, because it's California. It's sunny, especially if you're like me and you're from Seattle. Sunscreen isn't really that big of an issue, but you know, going to California, you should always have sunscreen on you, especially if you're going into the parks. So wow, I was going through all my stuff to put it away, and I realized I did not include one of the most important pieces that you need when you are in Disney, and that is sunglasses. So this is one of my favorite cases from Key, Australia. I own about 3 or 4 pairs of sunglasses from them. This is the pair that I wore last trip when I was in Disney. These were fun. I found them at Nordstrom Rack, I think for about, I think they were about $25, but yeah, they're super fun. Always bring sunglasses. It's just as important as sunscreen. Anyway, that was what was in my Disney bag. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you really liked it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm planning on doing a couple different Disney videos in the next couple weeks, mostly because I'm feeling a little homesick and I know I'm not gonna be able to go for a while, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.